Hello Fresh is the sponsor of today's video. Say goodbye to summer and hello to fall with Hello Fresh.
They have over 40 chef-crafted recipes designed specifically for you.
All you gotta do, pick them out and set your delivery date. And you don't gotta wait in line anymore. No more going to the supermarket, because Hello Fresh delivers right to your door, straight from the farm, fresh ingredients every time. Oh snap. From family-friendly to fit and wholesome, pescatarian, vegetarian, vegan options, Hello Fresh has you covered with wholesome, delicious foods. Not only do they come with some easy-to-read menu cards, but each and every one of them, I get to learn a little bit more about different cooking techniques. Today we're making one-pan cheeseburger lettuce wraps. And that's another thing about Hello Fresh. You don't need to worry about cleaning up so many pans. So many of their recipes, you only need the one. You only need the one. With easy-to-read step-by-step instructions, anybody can be a master chef. So thank you again to Hello Fresh. Use the code
50BENTO
at checkout to get
50% off.
plus free shipping. And now back to the thing that we're doing.
How is it though?
It's actually pretty good. I love it.
Well, howdy there, folks, and welcome back.
That's right, folks. I hope you're ready for a trucking good time.
I'd like to point out, as the only one out of the three of us who actually grew up with an accent anywhere close to this, both of y'all are real offensive.
Well, you. My grandpappy was in Missouri for my entire life, and I would visit, like, at least once a year. At least I got my exposure.
Now here's the problem I have with what you said there, Kaiser Necko. I've always pitched different accents to you. You've always said, no, I want an exotic accent. So I'm gonna tell you right now, bud, and I'm a straight shooter here. I'm gonna say this right now. You're spare change, bud. That's what you've always been, as far as when it comes to accents.
I don't know.
Sorry, what is it, Newfoundland?
That's just rural Canadian.
Rural Canadian.
That's just
Rural
rural
Canadian.
Canadian.
There, bud.
That's why when Letterkenny came out, everyone's like, that's like my town. No, that's just rural Canada, guys. That's not one province. That's all of rural Canada, okay?
But yes.
To be fair.
To be fair.
Android 13, another one of those movies where you were not involved in the primary writing. This was Kaiser, Kieran, and myself.
I think because this one was written at the same time as the last episode.
No.
What?
The one that would have been written in tandem with this would have been World's Strongest, because we were working towards our 2 million subscribers.
Were you working on 2 movies at the same time?
Yes.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get to World's Strongest.
World's Strongest is still one of my favorite movies that we've done, by far.
This is one of my favorite DBZ movies, actually. Not all of them I like, but I just like this one because it starts in a fucking city. And that is neat to me.
Also, big landmark here in terms of the production of the show. First time we used completely new drawn flaps from another artist. So yeah, first episode, where our first production where we have new flaps.
As we were going through this with Kieran, this was one of those scripts that really flowed. We had, I want to say, 60% of the rough draft done in one night. The lines were just flowing out of it, especially a lot of Android 13 southernisms.
I really
who we would end up casting Mick Lauer to play, who would do this fantastic job.
So he is also TJ from TJ and the Wombat.
He's also Jean Kirstein of Trump.
That's right.
in the forgotten Attack on Titan.
The greatest one shot ever. The greatest one shot ever.
We weren't allowed to keep on the internet.
The greatest one shot ever.
One day, maybe we'll be able to talk about that properly.
It's gonna just be me in an
One day.
empty sterile room.
But for now,
Looking over my shoulder the whole time.
But for now, look at my trucker hat.
The following is a fan-based parody. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT are
Why
all
didn't
owned by
Dr. Giro just send all the
Toei
androids at
Animation,
once?
Fuji TV,
Just shut up.
and Akira Toriyama.
Because they all
Fine
have
then.
problems.
Fine then. I guess I'll just be quiet.
Thank you.
This was so
Oh
good.
yeah.
This was great.
We knew this had to be the framing device.
This is a reanimated version of it, correct?
Yeah.
Well,
Partially.
Partially when you make the shift.
once he smashes the head, it is.
And you will do what I say.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? I think the ear thing's back.
I said, I am your master, and you will do what I...
Sorry, Doc. Just following orders.
So, Could one of you possibly spare one of those?
Put the shader filter on.
There's the movie.
Extra shadow on the faces.
Yep.
His oil blood.
I love this sound. You hear everything going on up there.
I love when you hear like something that was happening in an original shot happening in a new shot in a different
So we got Guerrero back.
Yes.
Now, what to do with the twins going rogue? How is progress with Plan B?
My one line.
That's another
Bravo,
17
me.
years out of
Bravo.
this.
Bravo, me.
Well, guess it's time for Plan C.
Thank you for letting that joke so I can technically be in the credits.
Yep. And here we go.
I love this. This is so great. Props to you for this, man.
We're also going to continue the Korin and Yajirobe subplot.
Continues. It continues. I love this. I love this part of the show. This is... Here it comes.
Touch those tie silk curtains and I'll turn one of those hoop earrings into a...
Stop the drink!
Wow, Mom sure is set on filling out Korin and Yajirobe's wedding registry.
We were sitting there, it's like, why are they shopping? They're buying wedding gifts for Korin and Yajirobe.
I remember sitting down looking at the script. I'm like, that's perfect. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, I was so happy with that. Like, just building this subplot in the background with these two silly side characters who we made into a couple.
And it would finally come to a head in the next movie.
Yep.
Yes.
And yeah, that would be the final time that would really be brought up in canon.
It is kind of astonishing how many things we wrapped up, like, heading into that portion.
Yeah.
Because what would we do if they went on to Bojack? Are they getting a divorce now? Oh no.
Oh God.
It's a trial separation. A trial separation.
I don't even think they're in the movie at all.
I
so.
know.
No, they're not.
Then again, they aren't in this one either.
Yeah,
so.
they weren't in this one or Broly, so.
Why do they need 6 crock
Pots.
And why all these
Delicious looking bath bombs.
I don't even
right,
think
that
they
was-
have a bathroom. Korin always just told me to go over the side.
Okay. I'm
Oopa.
So there is a version of the script where originally it's just Upa and Bora
Just chilling.
Okay,
Just
stop,
chilling.
stop.
Chilling.
Scott, to those
Let
who've
it
never
go.
seen Dragon Ball, who the fuck are those?
Oh yeah, Upa and Bora. Upa is the little Indian boy, or sorry, Native American boy. Well,
There is no
There's no
America.
America. The little indigenous
Inuit boy?
No.
Indigenous.
Look. I'm just saying Native American, and we're moving on.
Okay.
The little Native American boy, who, his father gets killed, then gets brought back. It's a whole thing with mercenary Tao. And then
They live at the base of Korin Tower.
they live at the base of Korin Tower. Now, we were going to have a joke that they were going to be hanging out on the tower, and Upa was going to look up and say, "Father, what is that?" And then you just see shadow over his face before it cuts away.
Splat. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
The most ridiculous looking character design.
I can't. This is.
Excuse me, pardon me.
And this.
Also, hold on. I just want to get to 15's first line.
Like they never seen a purple dwarf before.
Okay.
So, hold on.
What I'm hoping we can do here is, Nice, I'm hoping that we can layer over the images that we're using after I explain this, but this was Kieran's pitch. Because he loves the, extra, crypto puzzle kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the reason he talks like that is because that is an image turned into a sound file, which can be reconverted using a program that we do have linked in the description of the original Super Android 13 video.
Like they never seen a purple dwarf before. I know, right? Racist as shit.
I remember that me even linking that in the description, people were I think you even didn't want me to do that because it was giving too much away.
It was, I didn't fight against it because I thought, people need a hint.
Also, shout out to, once again, the MVP of playing minions in our show, Antfish, playing yet another minion and knocking it out of the park.
I remember when we were going over this, and Anthony's like, "So, you're letting me audition for Android 15, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." Yeah. And then he just came in and he nailed it, because of course he did.
Listen.
He's a little purple pimp.
He is a little bit
He's
of a little
purple. He's purple.
He's purple.
He's purple.
I mean, unless you're colorblind.
Yeah, I there's something to be said about these 1980s/1990s Japanese animation designs.
Are we going to talk about Android 14 looking like a albino, a Native American warrior of some kind?
All I'm saying is there's a lot to unpack here, but not by us.
That's exactly it. That's for the scholars and the fools.
Racist as shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, you for those with eagle ears, I don't think eagle ears is a thing, but with those for
kitty cat ears.
with kitty cat ears,
Namekian ears.
There we go. Found it, workshopped it, got it.
Good.
Richard Cheese is playing in the background.
Yeah.
The sickness.
Yes.
Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up.
Because I was on a big Richard Cheese kick, and I just wanted to fit him into the background.
Open up your hate and let it flow into
Shopping
me.
makes you hungry. Only shopping. Speaking of, how'd your search
I love
go,
this
guys?
joke.
It's so great.
Roshi is banned from over 500 Victoria's Secret locations. I don't get it. How are you not on some kind of list? You think Master Roshi is my real name?
By the way,
Jackie Chun is banned from a lot of places.
I'd like to point out that shot there with a bunch of different characters talking and eating and looping animation, and oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, don't you like the higher animation quality of the movie, Scott? Doesn't it make for fun editing?
Hellsing was...
Well, that was stabilized footage.
Yeah, at least, you know what? The difference between this footage and the Hellsing footage. Hellsing had better animation, but at least when it was holding on a shot, it wasn't fucking shaking in place.
At least it held on a shot.
That's what you said. Why do you like working on Hellsing more? It's stabilized! It's what? It's stabilized!
You just had to worry about hair.
The only thing unstable here is me!
Why are there so many moving hair shots?
You specialize in women's underwear?
I love this.
Why would Kurin and Yajirobe?
Stop thinking about it.
Oh, which one?
Where's them?
Good
So
question.
What do you think? Nah. But we can.
Love it.
That is such a cool shot.
Hey, so
That's neat.
not to
This is
point
very
out
different.
the
This
obvious,
is-
But the restaurant is shaking. Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Crap basket. Everyone. These shots are great.
Go anywhere as a group without something blowing up.
Probably not my fault this time, maybe.
I love that shot.
Yeah.
Of Goku just carrying a dozen people.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry.
By the way, trying to find sound effects for putting down a bunch of bodies like that, also more difficult than you might think.
How many bodies did you have to put down?
Did you type in "let the bodies hit the floor" sound effect?
Nice, cut that.
Terrorists! Wait, I can't sense them.
Goku's
Androids!
Moscow's delivery.
Terrorists!
Guys, we got a
Bad case of terrorists!
Once again, I'm pretty sure that was a Kieran pitch.
That might have been, yeah.
Kieran is so immensely funny. Guys, if you haven't checked out The Good Time Zone, seriously do.
She has to feed 2 Saiyans.
Yeah, I know, right?
So, you guys aren't orgasmic.
Who are you?
Red ribbon?
I mean,
You've got it on your red ribbon.
Potential weak point.
But
Yep.
you know what they say about assuming.
It makes an ass out of you and Ming.
Scan complete. This guy's dumb as bricks.
Say what?
Oh, right. Your unrefined meatbag ears probably don't understand him. He's introducing himself as Android 14. I am Android 15. And you are Goku.
Love this.
Oof. I love the music I got to use.
Good thing
with
it's
these
Sunday
guys.
and all those buildings are empty.
Is that actually in line?
No.
No.
I think that was in Dawn of Justice.
No, that's in the Ocean dub when Vegeta and Nappa blow up the town.
Maybe we shouldn't do this here.
I know a place.
Logically, this makes a lot of sense.
Krillin, we should go after them.
Should we?
Yes.
Okay, but must we?
Well, you can come with me, or you can stay here with my mom.
All right, by the way, oh, shoot. Can you go back just a frame? Okay, so.
Oh, he's got an itchy ass.
Yeah, well.
My butt!
Originally, this is after Chi-Chi kicks him,
Yeah.
but all right. What do you think the edit here is?
Those are 2 separate beams.
Those were 2 separate ones in that shot, but I needed them flying
At the same time.
At the same time.
You're so good. You're so good.
Updates complete.
Oh, here we go.
Now activating number 13.
My favorite funny edit.
Mighty kind of you, Doctor.
Rice is so good.
Dog, you can't fix what ain't broke. Now, where's my trucker?
Looks so much like Sal in this.
Dunk, 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 dunk.
Okay. The amount of people who think that's not added in. The amount of people who think that's not added in. They're like, oh, that's clearly in the anime. I'm like, no, that's added in, guys. That's really? You couldn't tell that one was added in?
Upon reflection, I wish I'd had a
like the hat straight on.
Well, no. Actually, the hat not straight on is perfect because then you can tell it's a trucker hat.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no. So later on in like I would find a set of 2D / cartoony effects.
Oh, steam.
Yeah, like
stuff
steam,
like that.
smoke, stuff like that. Wish I'd had that for this because it would have looked a little bit better than the more realistic.
I think this still looks
This
great.
sells the joke. The fact that people don't know it's an edit is points.
And it's just jank enough to be charming. So it's like...
Hey, jank enough to be charming is... I can settle for that.
Yeah. And I don't know.
This is a comedy. It's okay to be...
I remember Kieran and I were like, it needs to come down to a like a banjo Darth Vader thing.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%.
The Hickperial March.
No offense, Goku, but why the Arctic?
What?
You're fine. You've got a jacket.
Well, yeah, but there are more deserts than we can count, and you chose the Arctic.
You got a jacket.
My database says...
Use a bitch. I highly doubt that's what it said.
I doubt that.
I wish his hands were on his hips. I highly doubt that's what it said.
Your jacket is weighing you down.
Oh. Some of the animation in this movie is just so...
Hey, Goku, if and when we make it out of this, please don't tell my father that there were 2 more androids.
To be fair,
you'd have been wrong anyway.
To be fair.
To be fair. Okay.
This movie does get a lot of points for just having different scenery than the rest of them.
Oh yeah, there's not a I can't even remember another Dragon Ball
World's Strongest is the only other one that takes place in the Arctic.
So I would imagine it's just over slightly to the left over there.
Also, I used a lot of Borderlands music in this because Borderlands. First of all, it has a really good soundtrack. Like kudos to.
Second of all, we ended up being in it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, you guys.
We ended up being in it.
Congrats, guys. Congrats. What? I'm congratsing you.
You live in Canada.
Yeah, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Not live in Canada?
Yeah.
Your guy. Well, I'm gonna be honest.
Enjoy your health care.
Hey, it's free.
Enjoy your health care and legal weed.
I do enjoy those. A lot.
But yeah, I really wanted to use them because it just kind of felt perfect for an android who's also a redneck.
Yeah.
Yep. So
it really did work out because that's the aesthetic of that game.
Sci-fi.
Mick putting on a clinic of performance.
Yeah, sci-fi western.
I'm Android 13. Look at my truck.
Look at it!
It's right there. Ribs.
More Roy.
Red ribs.
You're kidding me. Are there any more of you that we don't know about?
Nah, just us. Plus the green one in the sublab.
Enough! I have had it with these Monday fighting androids
on this Monday to Friday timeline!
Again, with our love of the TV censors.
Yeah, using TV censors in place of the actual lines is one of our most pastime of
This
ours.
was Snakes on a Plane. I'm tired of these.
This was Snakes on a Plane.
Yeah.
These monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane.
Yes, I will say the actual dub of this movie has possibly one of the best reworked lines. Don't you lecture me with your $30 haircut. Goku dies.
We tried to find ways to work that in, but it just...
It was actually
never
my
came
mom
out
cuts
right.
my hair.
I will say, $30. He's got a bowl cut.
You put a bowl on there, and you start.
Oh well, pardon me, Mister. I can afford a bowl.
Unlike you, we have napkins. That's what we use. Napkins.
We eat out of the tin.
Well, look at you, Mister. I've got $30 to spare on cutting my hair.
Oh my god.
Well, son, looks like 13 is your unlucky number.
I don't
Believe in superstitions.
How in the blazes did Jojo have so much trouble killing you?
I'm very stubborn.
Oh, hey,
He's actually really strong.
He's got red attack. Oh no!
on, son. You might catch a death of cold.
Here comes one of my
Good
favorite
visual.
lines from him.
Trucker hat! You plumb dumb daggone did it now, son!
Who in the what?
Just the biggest southernism.
You took my hat!
Hope Trunks is having better luck.
Why did I even bring this? Wait, why did I bring this? You were shopping before.
Yeah.
Well, the one observation I
That's
had.
a fucking question.
Alright, 14.
Love this.
I love your yelp. I love
Go back, I want to hear it again.
Do you know how hard it is to track to an exact moment on this?
Yeah.
I did a pretty good job.
You did great. I actually
Can't dodge my TH death ball.
Does the TH stand for...
Trucker hat, yes.
Not my first guess.
I don't know what his first guess was.
Try hard? I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. Here we go.
Here we go. This might be my favorite joke.
For thousands of years I lay dormant. Who has disturbed my...
Hey, best buddy.
Oh, it's you.
Explain, idiot.
No.
We found 3 more androids.
Damn it!
3 whole androids, huh? Pretty sure that makes 8. Never letting the boy live this one down. Well, if it ain't
The prince.
good day,
Your Majesty.
I
tip my hat to you. But I lost it!
Look, I'm a little late to the game here. What's your deal?
Okay, he's also a character in Hellsing as well, and he plays Judge Forrest.
Oh, he plays Jeb Forrest.
And you are?
Judd Forrest from the South Carolina Baptist Confederate Congregation. I got me here some 300 and change good old boys from the Knights of the Hanging Noose.
Wow, all right, okay. Thank you for swinging by. Oh,
See here, the kind Dr. Giroux deemed us in his own words
Defective.
leaving us on the proverbial shelf until, well, he gone plumb
Run
run
out
out
of
of
options.
So, what's your detective?
He could not quite tolerate my dulcet tones, my choice in vernacular, and my particular method of articulation.
Also,
The head
you talk
wobble.
funny.
Yep.
What about him?
Such a great joke. I love it.
All right, but what about the small one?
speak by and
Is it
read
because
that.
he's purple?
Okay,
Racist.
If you must know, it's because he's got a drinking problem.
Hey, it's only a problem when I run out.
We don't like to talk about it.
Now, I believe we have some business to
comes.
attend to.
Eat est.
Laying 3 corpses upon this here glacier.
Oh, such a good line read.
By the way, I loved writing for him. I wrote a lot. I actually wrote like a decent amount of his lines, like maybe not most, but I like the articulation line was me. I remember specifically that I wrote that out, mostly because I just love writing a redneck with a stupendous vocabulary.
Much like Guerrero is cooler, not to knock the dub actors. Mick Lahr could be this dub actor for this character.
yeah,
without
no.
it.
But here's the thing, Mick is just a fantastic actor in general.
Yes, he
Yeah,
is.
like,
Which is why he got cast in JoJo.
I don't have a problem when saying like, yeah, you know what? I think one of our interpretations could work in a dub. I don't mind saying that.
We don't go like
These are the movies.
when
they're
it
one-
when
one
it
and
comes to casting like large characters in a movie. We do our vetting. We know who we're working with beforehand in terms of like how good they are as an actor.
There are several actors in our movies. Like when we get a guest star, a lot of them like are Sungwon Cho was in a couple of our
Shorts and stuff,
yeah,
yeah.
shorts and stuff.
And he was in Helsing as well.
He made an amazing Whis for us.
And Mick Lauer's gone on to do things. Marnoka is in a ton of stuff.
And he'll be in the next movie. And oh
yeah.
my god.
Oh my god. Joshua Tomar. Yeah.
He was in episode 4 for God's sake.
Yeah, like I am very proud of the amazing people we've been able to work with. I'm honored. I'm humbled. So yeah, no, like, and Lauer's just killing it here.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the guy who's playing Android.
This is 15.
Android 15. I mean.
Oh yeah.
Ant has gone on to do professional commercial national.
I mean, most of the people we work with do like pro shit.
Yeah. Oh man, Anthony's doing a lot nowadays.
15!
You got it, boss man.
That's a good animation joke.
You forget you saw this.
That one was new. That's a new flap.
Round 2!
Flashlights! Favorite. Oh my god, so good. I love this joke.
Oh yeah.
Loop, 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 loop.
So brutal.
I made sure to have the sound of like a piss, like a thing, like.
I think this is. I will say this: Android 14, 15 is more like a cyborg. 14 is clearly a pure robotic android.
Oh yeah. I think the only one out of them with any actual like biology might be 13.
Might be.
Well,
yeah.
14 and 15 are pure androids.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering why 15 is drinking then. Is that how? Is that all right? The energy
It's like
alcohol.
It's like Bender.
Oh my God, he's Bender.
Yeah, he's bending.
Bite my shiny purple ass.
We just needed
I
to
love
be
this.
here, didn't we?
Yeah.
By the way, my favorite part about these.
Jacket. Just had to beeline it for the Arctic.
Okay, Krillin, I get it.
You didn't
We're
grab a
not
jacket.
helping. I just needed some space from my mom.
It's all right.
Want to have a snowball fight?
Probably not a good time.
No, you're right.
So you see how they like kind of pop up and then pop up and then like like, originally in the animation they just straight come up, but I thought you know what? No, I'm gonna have a hitch there.
So, we just needed to be here, huh? Like when we were watching through, it's like, why the fuck are they there?
It's true.
They're there.
They have as much purpose as Bulma did on Namek.
They're emotional support. They're moral support. That's why they're there.
They are there to sell the stakes later on in the fight.
I think in the movie, Krillin actually does take a hit somewhere for Goku.
Oh, he does indeed.
But in this, we just decided to skip that entirely and have more fun with it.
Yep.
Yes. Surfing on Vegeta.
A fucking snowboard Vegeta.
Hey! Want to see something cool?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
This is so silly.
All right.
Super Saiyan.
All right, Super Saiyan. All right, Super Saiyan. Can't believe they keep forgetting.
And the final joke that people don't get.
Shit. Super Saiyan.
Why did it take them so long to do that?
You know, I stopped asking that question a long time ago.
So, are you ready to die, android?
This was a great edit. Was this my idea?
That's an Archer joke.
Yeah.
This was my idea?
No, I can't remember who. It was one of us.
Not anymore. So dark.
By the way, he says mother right there.
That's right, Goku. Send them back to Arkansas.
It's pronounced Arkansas, you idiot.
Idiot.
By the way.
Consider my pet peeve.
Yeah. The correct one would have been for him to have said Arkansas and for Android 13 to have said Arkansas.
But it's funnier
the other way.
You know that's actually a crime to intentionally do that in that state. To say it wrong, apparently.
Oh,
I want that to be true.
I want it to be true as well. So chat, tell us if it's true or not.
Also, Goku looking pretty cool right there.
Oh yeah, looking very cool.
I love this.
Yeah. Piccolo, help!
Holy cow, that worked.
For thousands of years I lay dormant. Who has disturbed my...
Oh, hey, Goku, what's up?
Androids.
Neat. Mind if I take a spin?
I love his goofy
Just let
scream.
him around.
I love it. I love that. Ah! I love the sound keeps going like it's not like an isolated little bubble. It's still happening off to the side.
Yeah. By the way, the Yahoo! Not in the script.
Yeah,
that was
that's
just
him.
Mick doing it.
That was just Mick just looked at the footage and went, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that."
I also like Kieran and I were dying over the thousands of years I lay dormant thing. Because it's like, why are they just under the ice?
Why
like
are
that?
they under the? Did they like? Oh, they're there. I'm gonna go underneath them.
Like Piccolo admits that. Thanks, I've been under there practicing it for. Never mind.
That one under the ice for the last half. You know what? Never mind.
Now, I don't mean to make this about your color or your race, but you better hightail it out of here before you get hurt.
Boy. You know, it feels like it's about both those things when you end it with the word boy.
Here we go. Like one of my only jokes in this thing.
The fact that you keep backing him to like Dolomite music.
That's perfect. Well, because
it's great.
So to be upfront, the characterization of 15 here was inspired by the dub. The original Japanese version doesn't really do much of an adaptation with him at all. He kind of just talks like this for the most part.
That's so strange.
And so when the dub came out, they got, I think it was Josh Martin, the guy who plays Boo. They decided to go with the 1970s blaxploitation inspired characters,
That's what he looks
which
like.
again. Not going to talk about whether or not that was appropriate. But
not our place.
Not our place. But when we were coming up with the characterization, we were like, okay, we could go with something closer to that. And then Anthony was like, hey, I want to play that character. And I'm like, okay, all right, we'll go with that characterization. But since we were going with that, I was like, I have to get the right music for it. I have to get something that really kind of sells that.
Was that the same music you used at the beginning for the initial fight?
I used a bunch of different tracks.
Okay.
A lot of it, some of it was stuff that was actually in the Megas XLR soundtrack. Some of it was stuff that I had like looked up, like,
This
hey,
stuff sounds very Black Dynamite.
Yeah,
is what this sounds like.
This we were talking about before we started recording this. There's only a couple jokes I know I had a hand in, and we're about to see it, and I'm very proud of the final joke.
Oh, yeah.
The final joke of one joke.
Super Saiyan or not, you're still just a bitch.
Yeah!
Did you just
throw a motherfucking dog?
There we go. He decapitates a lot of people.
Yep.
I'm loving the music for this too. This bit is so good. Such a good shot.
Rip that joke.
Yep.
I love this shot. I just love that. Ah, so good.
Like the countdown's
just about over, you redneck.
Here's the.
Hey guys, I did that thing again where I sliced my opponent in two and they don't react until
I did it first, you're not special!
But you don't even have a sword.
Okay, so those were the shots, and that shot exactly.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
where the eyes were.
yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, you can tell the eyes. Also, I like that Vegeta was trying to do a one-liner, failed at it, but then got saved by Trunks.
Yep.
And then gets angry at Trunks anyways. Good stuff.
14 and 15 have
been
been
destroyed?
Good.
Kieran was very insistent on that being the read.
I feel like we should be stopping.
Look, it's Shitty Cell.
I want a good fight.
It's kind of Shitty Cell, right?
By the way, I love Goku being like, nah, I want a good fight.
He's roiding out!
Excellent.
Your back can never be too big!
His ultimate final pinnacle form.
He's Blanca.
Unstoppable. Blue! And completely taciturn.
I feel so bad about this because once this happened, he's a great force, but now all the characters gone.
Yeah, well, that happens a lot.
Yeah, I mean, this guy is clearly meant to copy Blanca, right? Like, is this pretty obvious?
I mean, it's Blanca with Vegeta's haircut.
It's really Vegeta's hairstyle.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's Blanca. All I know.
I always thought it was Blue Blanca.
Blue Blanca?
Blunka.
Blunka. Here comes such a great joke for Vegeta.
Perfect.
Vegeta!
He stole your due!
I'll kill him! Oh no.
I'm still so proud of my read on that. Oh no. The shudder in the voice.
Yeah, absolutely. Also,
the laughter.
Idiot.
Hold on.
Stupid, get my way!
What are you doing?
We're trying to amp you up.
Well, it's distracting. Oh shit, motherfucker!
Okay.
Remix.
Yes, that is a reference to Remix.
Time for me to kick some me, motherfucker. Shit. Boom chicka ah, boom chicka ah, boom chicka ah, boom chicka ah. Green dick is better than blue dick. Oh shit, motherfucker!
That
Weekly tube show.
I remember when I sat down.
First video I ever saw of his.
Yeah, I think that's the same for me too. And I remember sitting down before I had to leave because I couldn't do the script. I was like, guys, is there any way to do the boom chicka? Like we were talking about, and like Nick, you were for it, but Scott was like,
I'm always for it.
But Scott was like, this is not a shot against you. You're cautious because that's how you are. And he was like, well, ask Reem if he's okay with it, but how do we don't want to just do the joke again. I'm like, well, no, but he plays commie, so we could cut him off because they don't get the full line out, and we could redo it's like the same joke, but is entirely interpreted a different way.
Yep.
What's great about this is it starts with, he stole your due. I'ma kill him.
I'ma kill him.
Joke, grab, joke. The effect, joke. I'll stop you. Blast, joke. Laughter the whole time.
Get in my way.
Joke. This is one of the most joke-dense parts in any of our movies, as far as I'm concerned, because it's like within 30 seconds, there's at least 10 punchlines.
Yep.
It's insane, and I didn't write some of those jokes, but I'm just so proud how it all came together. Really got to reiterate that. So let's do it. Take it away.
My turn.
My turn.
Here it comes.
No selling.
Identified.
Hey, what are you?
The cracked eggs.
Yep.
That's in the actual animation.
Original animation. And now, something completely different.
All right, Goten. It's your job to chuck these as hard as you can, so I can be all trained up to face off against Dad in the tournament.
Oh my God! Is that My Hero Academia?
Actor?
I fucking love Briner as Teen Gohan.
Honestly, saddest thing about us not doing the Boo Saga.
This was also around the I feel like
we had cast him as Cloud at this point.
Yes, we were working on Final Fantasy VII Mission Abridged initially. We had to cast him as Cloud. This is before he got cast as Deku in My Hero Academia.
Yeah, this is before My Hero.
Oh yeah, this was before My Hero.
Right,
before the boy got very busy.
This was a few months before My Hero's casting, actually, if I'm remembering correctly. Actually, am I right on that? Or
oh God, I can't remember.
But this was but in the end, just hear him. It's so good.
Yeah, it's perfect. Honestly, some people
he fits so well.
Some people were really surprised. Like, that was your voice for Gohan. I'm like, yes,
yeah,
and I
absolutely
love it.
It's just there's a hero to it, you know.
Now stand behind that line and Goten. What was I doing here?
I love that so much.
By the way, neat fact. The music in the background there is actually the Boo Saga, the Kai Boo stuff. Which, wow, I guess this was when the Boo Kai stuff was coming out.
Yeah.
Which
that wasn't Japanese and American produced. That was only American produced, correct?
No, Japanese.
That was Japanese too.
No, there's here.
Okay.
Yeah, weird thing about it is that there's two versions of Boo Kai. There's the broadcast version, which is shorter and more cut down, and then the international version, which is longer and less cut down and also more cheaply made.
Technically, there's a third version out there with a mysterious extra video with some familiar voices.
That's true.
Ooh.
Truly,
Can't talk much about that though, can we?
Yeah. Goku definitely said, wow, that was awesome. Goku totally said that though. It's really true.
Anyway, I remember like all three of us cackling, laughing when we came up with that. Because
I was there for this one, right?
No, you were not there.
I wasn't. I could have sworn
that was part of the original draft.
I'm sorry, sweetie.
I thought this joke was written in a previous movie session because we were thinking about it during the dick kick scene.
Oh, actually, no. To be fair, we did come up with the concept. We did come up with the concept of Goten disappearing before we actually.
Did we?
Yeah, no, because we were talking about the dick kick, and Scott, I think, brought up the next movie. Goku gets punched in the dick, and we're like, what?
We did come up with the idea of like, what if just Goten invaded from existence?
Because I remember like it very differently. I remember us because we were writing it, you, myself, and Kieran in my apartment in my as we were just kind of like pacing around, talking it through, and I remember us laughing our asses off when we were like pitching that, when we were writing that scene out.
Well, I would say that maybe the concept was come up with us, but then it was brought back up again in the meeting, and then you guys wrote it out to this perfect extent. So
I mean, the writing for it was during that session. I'm just saying the concept, I'm pretty sure was floated before we ever sat down with Karen.
When we were talking about
again, memory is.
Hey, my memory sucks too.
Again, memory is.
Who are you guys talking
reconstructive, not reproductive.
Who are you talking to? I misremember shit all the fucking time, which is right.
I know. I watch your clips.
I know. I watch yours too.
No, I mean, like, I see some of your clips like, somebody came up with that. It's like, I don't remember it that way.
Someone came up, I'm just like, I don't remember, because I always say, I only remember like 10% of the writing. The rest of it is just us banging our heads against the wall.
Yeah. The squeak.
This Masako. Amazing Masako.
Moscow is always great.
He punched me in the dick. Why? Why did he punch me in the dick?
That's
not funny now, is it, Kakarot?
Is Goku gonna be okay?
Get the f off me!
Now I know
what you're thinking.
I love that bit, and I will keep going back to the well for it.
So funny.
And the answer may surprise you.
Oh, man.
It's so
also, any excuse to make Moscow go,
yeah, right.
Because he's just so good at that.
I do love, just like, Goku loves fighting. Even getting his ass kicked, he's like, I'm having a great time right now.
Oh, man.
He's just his arm broken. I'm having a great time, guys. I really am.
By the way, him getting knocked out, I retimed it with the explosion to be more immediate. Originally, it's explosion, and then you see him fly out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a good edit.
It makes more sense for him to fly out with the concussive force.
Yeah, that's what I think, but,
Why did you pick on someone your own side?
There's no one around.
Clearly not me.
Well, if you can't beat him,
this is creative.
maybe one of those battle ball players? I mean, not that I watch sports. I have better things to do in my life.
No.
I feel like
Gohan's barely up to his knee.
By the way, I again, talking about characterizations for Gohan later on in the show that I wish I could have worked in earlier. The idea of him being the nerd is like, I mean, sports are stupid. I don't care about them, but you might care about them.
I think that would have
That might be your thing.
I think what would be great about that is if we touched on it earlier on, Goku be like, but Battle Ball's so great. They all fight, and who's the strongest? I'm like, yeah, but
do you know how many concussions they get? Because there's like...
come on, Gohan. I've had like 50 concussions, and I'm doing obey.
Concussions? You just sleep those off, Gohan, and then you're fine the next day. I don't know what is this?
You know how many concussions I've slept off? Dad,
you're not supposed to do that. Goku, okay, Gohan, I'm going to be real with you here. I get hit in the head every day.
Gohan, listen to me. What were we talking about?
Gohan. Did your mom get the crock pot?
13.
That's no character anymore. It bums me out.
And illuminate Son Goku.
I love this run right here.
I love this show.
Good job, son.
Unexpected, but not altogether unpleasant. Let's try again, shall we?
Ow!
Nobody is killing that idiot but me.
Yes.
Oh, you do care.
Fine, finish off.
One of the most brutal shots in this show.
Son Goku.
The brutality is so nasty.
The squeak is great.
Yep.
And that's when the prince realized that when you grab a
bull by the horns.
Mark Swint.
Yep.
Sometimes he'll take you for a ride.
Like, the inspiration for that was like those old Dukes of Hazzard, like in between cuts.
Yep.
Because
Looks like them Duke boys are at it again.
There's like 4 separate interruptions during this fight.
And the fourth one has a special guest star.
Some people kind of miss that because Swint has they both have such a natural deep southern
Before you
accent.
continue on, I want to point out that shot of Vegeta being bent over that fucking knee is probably one of the most painful shots.
Breaking his back like the bat.
I can't think of a shot more brutal in this show. I'm like, there's some brutal ones with the guy being drank, but I'm like, is that the only one that even gets on it? Because it's just, he is like fully in half like a pretzel.
Yeah.
Keep it up, guys. You're doing great.
Help!
Yes, of course. Now hurry and get back to Son. Oh my God.
Love this speech.
God.
Hey, you big...
With the Doctor Who theme.
Yeah.
I'm a time traveler from 17 years in the future. And you don't exist there. You know why? Well, besides multiverse theory, it's because you died right here by my sword.
The look on his fucking face.
Realized that his sword was about as useless as a screen door on a submarine.
I love that subtle callback.
Yep.
Focus your efforts on killing
Son
Oh shit.
That's when the Green Man realized that when you suplex a robot, you better...
Now, what the hell am I doing?
I love you can just hear him get up, crush the pages, and walk away.
Yep.
Alright.
Spirit saying. Huh?
Kill Son Goku! Kill Son Goku! Kill Son Goku before it's too late!
Can I just point out that this is actually a really cool way of using the Spirit Bomb?
Yeah,
I actually
absolutely.
really like this, as in like he's got it charged, and he's just going to take all that energy into him.
I always thought that was the natural...
sick as hell.
It's a great idea.
I always thought that was a natural evolution of what this move was supposed to be. Was in the end, it's just all this condensed power from everybody. But if he could just take it into it and then keep it like more like a focused power, it would be.
I mean,
neat.
so many of the movies end with like, guys, give me your energy and I'll do something. Why not just like this?
Yeah, no, this was a cool. Really...
Imagine if this is how he beat Broly. Wouldn't that make more sense?
It's kind of
how he did it.
Kind of, except that it's, just everybody handing him his energy. Just like, here you go.
Thanks,
here you
best
go,
buddy.
Here you go.
It's a cool shot coming up here too.
Also, Moscow screaming again.
Oh yeah.
By the way,
choice
this
of
is
music, too.
Bastion. The Bastion OST. Wow.
This bodes poorly. This fucking face.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
So intense.
That's the most Vegeta Goku ever looks.
Boom!
And that's when the robot...
DJ Sexadillionaire!
DJ Sexadillionaire.
As a robot, because robots are technically
Off
not
mic.
alive by the traditional definition of
These people even give a damn anymore? I swear they stopped
trying after season 2. Which was like, there are so many people where that was the consensus. It's like, oh, I can't believe they stopped trying. They sold out.
Why you guys stop trying?
Why are you trying? Why isn't it funny anymore?
Which is amazing because I don't think we tried harder than when we got to season 3.
No, but we stopped trying.
But why did we stop though?
Yeah, why did we stop though? Why did we stop trying?
Look, we didn't stop trying until after season 3.
Well, that's because we were. That is only because you didn't like my pitch for Bojack. I stand by it. I also gotta. It's like because I feel like in season 2 there's more a lot of like really good rapid fire isolated episodes that were just fantastic in sequence. This was a lot of slow burn with big explosion comedy moments.
Geyser's recovering from my self burn.
Yeah.
Burn the whole house down with everyone inside. Block the doors so no one could leave.
Look, if you breathe the smoke in quick enough, it won't hurt as bad.
That's true. That's what weed smokers say. Scott.
Please continue to...
Okie dokie.
It's actually a really sick...
It is.
It's
finish.
There's a lot of fun ideas in these movies, you know? That's the
and
reality.
Here's the great capper of it all.
Capper.
Yeah.
Capper.
I'd say pun not intended.
No cap. Oh, I love this animation. Oh, such a good effect.
Zach Manley killed it.
Hello. I love this Krillin line.
Man, catching Vegeta really
fucked my shit up.
How about you, Goku?
Because that's all he did. He caught Vegeta.
That's up good. Thank God.
Hey, that's great. So, you got any to share?
I kinda needed a few.
I'm glad you're all fine, but it does concern me that there are apparently more androids out there.
Actually, I had a thought about that.
Really clever.
Well, that was a total bust. I suppose I'll just continue nursing Plan B. What's another 17 years? I'm not going anywhere. Wait, what is that on?
Wow, Danger Will Robinson.
Oh, no.
I love that.
That's good. Oh, this.
By the way, this is sick.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe
we have the full version of it on our channel.
And not just the song, but the song is really good. I mean,
sequence.
This whole thing. I asked Lawrence to put together a credit sequence. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. He really did.
There you are, Taki. You're in the credits.
Yeah, I am. Oh yeah, I played. That's why I always.
Self-fetus.
I always joke that you guys always are okay with me having, no matter what, one line of dialogue, so I get to be on the IMDb line, because you'd hate that too, so I appreciate that.
There's only one video of ours that I didn't have to record a line of dialogue for.
Which one was that?
The epilogue.
You're right! What the fuck?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
That's
nuts. We just reused a line that I...
Combo breaker! This is such a... I love this cover.
Oh yeah, no, it's stupendous.
Again, you can find it on our main channel. We do a lot of music.
We did a lot of music. We have albums.
Whole albums of music.
By amazing artists.
And here's a joke from the dub that we decided to expand
Not
on.
till the fish jumps.
So, what were you doing in the Arctic?
What were you doing in the Arctic?
I don't have a place to live.
What's your excuse? Look, Green Man, if you must know, I was just trying to find a place where I could be alone for a little bit and have some me time. Turns out, the Arctic wasn't the best solution.
Yeah, it would seem that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would.
So what do you do for fun?
Oh, I get it.
Because he's a fish. I also played the fish.
Bean!
Bleeding Cowboys font. It is a despised font of people who know what it is.
It looks really try-hard.
That feels like one of the fonts in the back of one of those T-shirts. I am a man.
How does it even do that with the looping thing around the N through the I? Is that the I that's doing that,
Scott
or the N?
You're preventing Scott from attacking me.
But
Keep
also,
talking.
that's part of the. I use that for the Hellsing Ultimate logo.
It's a good fit for that, actually.
Yeah, actually, it did fit very well for Hellsing.
I will always laugh because this movie, this might be one of my favorite movies we ever worked on.
I could see that on a pair of Levi jeans.
This movie makes me wish that You ever watch a project, you're like, I wish this was in the core canon in some way or another. Because I kind of wish when the androids showed up, they had like a giant battalion of different androids all over the place, causing chaos. Like in one city, they'd have 13 and 14 doing something, another city 15 and 16 is doing it, and like you just had this big plot where it's happening everywhere. I'm attacking everyone at once! More! Because I saw there were many Saiyans, so now I need more. Thanks, Trunks. Fuck!
I swear to God, though, these movies are bad.
There's so many fun designs in them.
I would not call them bad. I'd say like there are some Dragon Ball movies that are just outright bad. Most of them are mediocre.
Okay, so let me put it this way. The Cooler movies aren't good. Cooler as a character concept is...
oh, no.
I love Cooler. Whoa.
We had an actual pretty big debate when we were talking about our top villains with Kieran.
Yeah,
and he's on the fence of like,
I think Cooler's dumb as hell. Oh, hey, look, it's my brother. It's Frieza's brother. Hold on. It's fucking what's the chick from Little Mermaid?
Ursula.
It's Ursula's crazy sister. That's Cooler. The guy who's never talked about, who shows up, does exactly the same thing his brother does, and maybe has a cool form.
The point of what I'm trying to make is an additional onslaught of different androids of different looks is not a bad concept, and some of them are really each are distinctly different in design because I think they're Toriyama design.
It could arguably give everybody their own fight, which is I mean that's what One Piece did. That's what Dragon Ball doesn't.
I will say this as well. Cooler, the idea of Frieza's having a big family was already instituted in the actual anime itself, where, yes, I'm his father.
I don't know about a big family.
He has a father. A very big surprise.
Well, that's the thing. That's why I'm like, Cooler as an idea of having an older brother is actually kind of an idea. Having him isolated to a non-canon movie, that kind of hurts the concept.
all the movies until Battle
If you're on my side, chat, if you're on my side...
There's only one movie that could potentially even fit into canon, and that's Bojack.
Or the first movie.
No, actually.
Nope.
The first movie can't fit?
Nope.
Because Krillin knows Gohan exists by that point.
Yep.
That's true. That one. Damn it, Krillin.
Yeah. 9 is the only one that works. 9 is the only one.
Because it's the only one that takes place in that time gap.
Yep. Where
I guess technically Broly's second coming, but that would mean Broly would have to be canon.
People have stated that Cooler could technically fit in between the time skip too.
Broly's canonicity is already completely out of because even if it was during that time between Perfect
Cell
Cell
games,
Goku and Gohan are not Super Saiyan, and that goes against the plot.
That's why we have
it's in that 7-day period where they are Super Saiyan. Because they aren't Super Saiyan.
That's why we have that one. What about Cell? Fuck him. That's the end of that. We wipe our hands away with that.
We'll get to that at some point.
This was Super Android 13.
Yeah, Super Android 13. One of the most fun movies to work on. It was. It had so many like little bits in here. It was one of our goofier movies.
Yeah. Give Mick Lars some love on Twitter, everybody.
Mick is amazing. Absolutely, give him some love. But with that, we're gonna move back into canon.
What?
Next time
on this thing
that we're recording with you.
You know what? At this point, you've said that we're recording enough times.
Yeah, it's
almost just
you're overplaying your hand.
I don't. But one of my hands is in my pocket. You're soft.
I know.
You'll find love.
That feels good.
You could have this. You weren't such a prick. Now take back what you said about me giving bad takes. I'm angry!